Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are building another house in The Sims 4 and you already know what I'm gonna say. It is one of my favorite houses I have built yet, and I know you're going to agree with me on this one. I have that feeling this is one of those houses that it does something. It is so grand, so luxurious. It is incredibly festive. It's just everything you would want it to be and more. So I hope you love it as much as I do. And I was able to cut out a lot of the footage in between when I'm decorating hallways and bathrooms, so it's a pretty short one for you guys, only 10 minutes today, but you can still see all the different rooms in the screenshots at the end of the video. So even if I cut something out and you want to see it, you can check there. You can also download the house on the gallery under my user ID, NickLastGame. You can find it there. I believe it's 260 something thousand simoleons, so a pretty expensive one, but you can always cheat for it. You can put in the free real estate on when you want to place it. That will make it totally free. And I also used a lot of packs for it, but that doesn't matter too much. If you don't have any of the packs that I do, you can still download the house and the game will just replace it with things that you do have. So no worries there. I also would encourage you to change anything about it that you would like. I went through so many different iterations of this house when I was building it. I had the bricks white at the beginning, and I think that that is a really cool way that the house could look, and so I would love to see some of you guys building it that way. That would be really, really cool. So if you did that, tag me at NickLastGame. That's where you can find me on all social media. We're already getting into the landscaping. You can see I lifted the house up a few steps, and I think it made the biggest difference in how the house appears on the land. With the multiple staircases up, it just has this incredibly luxurious feel. In this huge cement backyard, this back porch, there's so many different living spaces. I added this fountain at the bottom of the stairs, and I think it's that extra little detail that just makes so much of a difference when a house goes from nice to just insane. And the inspiration for this house was the holidays. So I was building it before Thanksgiving, but I unfortunately did not finish it in time to get it up for that. So in my head, I was building it for a big Thanksgiving dinner, but I added Christmas trees, and it just has an overall holiday feel. There's some Christmas lights outside on the eaves of the roof, and I changed the season to be the end of fall so that it would be all orange and red on the trees, and I think it's just really, really, really sweet. Perfect for what I was going for. Now, I'm already decorating the back living spaces, the outdoor living spaces. I have this really big dining table where if it was really nice out, you could totally have dinner out there or lunch. There's also this grilling space with a chair so that you're able to sit down while you're grilling, and I added some cute little decorations that just make it feel a little lived in. I also put in that, I don't know if it's portable, but I imagine it can be placed anywhere just because it's kind of freestanding. So I put that fireplace out there, and I thought it was so nice, would add a lot of interest and heat to that area when it was getting a little bit colder out. But we're already inside, so you can see that I cut out all of the floor plan and picking the wallpapers and the floors and the doors and some of the lighting. I did that just because it takes me a long time to go through and do that. So I figured it would be much better just to cut to the chase and show you me decorating the most important rooms of the house to keep it short. And like I said, all of the rooms will be in the screenshots, and you can also see like the bathrooms as I'm decorating around the rooms. So right now this is a formal seating area directly off of this beautiful grand entrance. It's 2 stories with these like marble floors and all these really intricate wooden wallpapers, and I think it's just so grand. The ceilings are ginormous, so your Sims will be very small in it, and it just can entertain so many people at once. Now I'm on to the dining room, and I think it's my favorite dining room that I've ever built. It's very big. It doesn't have 2 tables like the one outside does, but the room itself is just so luxurious. That window is so picturesque and ginormous. I don't even think I put curtains on it, so the view may be entirely and uninterrupted, which is very rare for me. I usually always put curtains on, and I love panes, so to have that really big, just open, bright window is a special treat. Now I'm on to this kind of informal living space. Definitely a lot cozier. There's another Christmas tree, a fireplace, some extra seating, and a door to go outside. Off to the right, there is another entrance hall to the back of the house, and it's gorgeous. I think the screenshots do a really great job at showing that. Now we're into the kitchen, and I can't even say gorgeous enough. Like, I'm just getting so repetitive, but it's ginormous. It's grand. There's more space than you would ever need, and there's an entire chef's kitchen off to the side that we're gonna get to, and it's an entire separate area to prepare food, so you will never ever run out of space to make a meal. I'm adding some dining chairs in there, but I don't imagine you would really eat in there too much just because of how big the dining space is. I think if you wanted a quick meal and it was nice out, you would go sit outside or in the living room, or if it was something fancier, you would just go back into the dining room. But this is that extra kitchen I was talking about, and off the side is the laundry room, which is one of my favorite laundry rooms I've ever made. It's super nice, and it just looks old and grand. Now I'm building this study, and it has this really cool green color, and the desk with some matching chairs. That was really fun. I love building studies. I put them in pretty much every single house that I do. I think it's so important. I work from home, so I always need an office, and I think every house benefits from an extra office space. And this one just happens to be incredibly nice. I put on that tapestry-esque wall art, and I imagine that the people who live in this house have traveled a lot. They've made a very good living. They've raised some kids. This could be their younger daughter's room. I also made a room that could be for an older son, and then there's a guest suite and then the master suite, which are just all very spacious. Each room has its own bathroom. This one actually has a bathroom directly attached to it, so that's very nice, and it has all those windows from the bay at the front. So one of my favorite rooms. I think that whoever would be staying here is totally spoiled with how grand of a room that is. And this is the older boys' room, I imagine, but it could also be the guest suite if you wanted to switch it around, or it could be whatever your heart desires. Pretty simple. I wanted to keep the rooms pretty basic so that you could go in and decorate it however you wanted, but I still added a little bit of personality, and I wanted the color schemes to be consistent and established, and you to see what you really could do with all of the space. Now we're on to the guest room. It has one of the nicest bathrooms I've ever built. There's so many bathrooms in this house. Everyone, like, I can't even stress it enough. There's just so much room in here, and I didn't even make it the most efficient, so I can't imagine what my future builds are gonna look like when they're 2 times this size. There's going to be so much, but I'm really excited to get there. But I think I'm going to do some small ones. I'm all large builds. I don't know. I forget the right words for it, but kind of burnt out on large builds. So probably some shorter ones coming up, but once I hit 100 subscribers, I have a special series I'm going to start, and I'm very excited for it. And I'll do a face cam on that for, I think, the whole video, so that'll be fun. If you like this, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you then. But we're about done with this video, just finishing up this gigantic master bedroom and then screenshots. I hope you all have an incredible day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the future. Bye.